Hey everyone, how are you doing today? So, I'm just going to be doing some conversations with you, or having some conversations with you. And also, um, you guys can watch me edit this picture here that I've worked on. It's already up on my Instagram. So, if you have my Instagram or looking for it, I'm going to put it up on the screen. You'll see it. Follow me. And yeah, make sure to comment and like on that. Um, I wanted to have a conversation about basically the difference between edits and retouches, and basically how I feel like those two terms are sometimes interchangeable, but also sometimes different, right? To be honest, I use them interchangeably because if I put on my website get additional retouches. Clients don't exactly know what that means, so I just say edit because it's a very universal term. Um, when people think about edit, they think Photoshop, so they think Photoshop edited, right? Nobody really uses the term Photoshop retouch unless you're a professional, like a professional retoucher, like and stuff like that. So usually people use like edit as the term, but really what the person is doing majority of the time is retouching. Now, editing, I feel like has a lot more to do with like adding things, right? You're adding things to the image, you're adding things to the picture, um, and you're going above and beyond than what you need to do to make the person or the scenery of whatever you're working on be more surreal, right? Or different. When it comes to retouching, I feel like it's more of an enhancement. Something I'm just enhancing things that are already there. So that's retouching for me, right? And I do feel like a lot of times that I feel like retouching is a little bit better. I used to be heavy into editing. I used to photo manipulate, if anybody knows what those terms are. Photo manipulation is basically like adding like a starry sky to like a landscape shot or something and making it look also fantasy like. I used to do a lot of that because I used to do graphic design, but ever since I got to photography, I've been more into the retouching. Less is more, right? I like to be very simplistic with my photography. A lot of my personal work is very simplistic. I don't like to heavily edit. I don't like to do too much. I don't like to do all that. Now, in a lot of pictures you see that I put up, even the more risque type of photo shoots that I do, which would be like the boudoir and the swimsuit stuff, I personally only like just enhance things. Like if you look at the curves or the butt area of a female, I would, and she has maybe sometimes a hip dip, I'll drag it out and make it more round. So dragging it out and then just kind of even it out altogether. But when it comes to editing, somebody may like push it forward and expunge upon it and make it look unrealistic, not even what the person really has in real life. I don't like doing that. It's kind of like lying to the people, and then also it's not good for the model because if she goes to another client and she doesn't have that kind of, you know, butt that they seen or waist, it's kind of like just like false advertising. So I try to stay away from that field of stuff and keep it simple when it comes to retouching. Take out the blemishes. Um, I also get a lot of clients, unfortunately, which is a huge problem in, I would say, in the black community, which is like a colorism thing, I guess, where they tend to ask me to lighten their skin and stuff like that in certain areas, little minuscule stuff. I think that's more of a mentality that they have when it comes to colorism and their insecurities and stuff, which I try to convince them not to do because it won't look real and people will see you in person and you're putting that up and it's not like, you know, it is not good for your branding. It's not good for you as a person. But you know, if they really insist, sometimes I just go with it anyway. It's better to not argue with the client and, you know, just try to reason it out. But you know, if that's what they want, that's what they want. But I very much fight when they tell me to like lighten their skin or stuff. I do not like doing that. I am a black man, dark skinned man, so I try to stay away from that. Sorry for the noise upstairs, but yeah, um, I will like even out skin tones. Basically, I will make like if say your neck is a bit darker, I'll even that out. If you have discoloration in your arms, I'll even that out. If the foundation you use kind of gives like a flashback from the photography, I'll make sure that the skin, the face, the foundation will match with the rest of the body. I'll do that. If the lighting itself sometimes a bit above and it's not casting much of a lighting to your feet, I'll even that out. I'll do that, right? If you're if you're a photographer and you work with colored women, black women, if you see their lace front, I'll edit that out. I'll consider that the most in terms of editing I really necessarily do. So when it comes to editing, I'll probably do like remove the lace from the lace front, add a nail to a missing nail, uh, clean up the outfit if it's wrinkled. Stuff like that is acceptable. But when it comes to, can you make my waist smaller? Can you make my butt bigger? I don't do that. Like, that's not photography. Like, if you are looking for that as a client, you might as well just pick up a camera and use Facetune, because it's not what I want to do or how I want to be portrayed. A lot of people think in the community of photography, especially in Toronto, that's what I do. But I'm an enhancer. I only enhance what's already there. I don't go further than that. I don't like to go further than that. That is not something I like to portray, you know? So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the edit right now that I'm doing, I kept it simple. Just, you know, a bit of dodge and burn and some skin evening out the tones and whatnot, and that's really all I was doing. Like, so for me, it just I don't like doing that when clients ask. It just feels wrong, and it doesn't look right for my image. But yeah, I just thought I would say that. And while working on this video, it cut out. No, well, I shouldn't say cut out. I would say the what's it called? The Photoshop froze. I don't know why it does that. I guess it might be a computing problem or whatever settings I had the screen record on. But it froze while I was trying to. It does that a lot when I use Liquify, so it's very annoying. But you know, it is what it is. Like, even in this image, this is also another thing I might do sometimes. If it's a close-up image, I will definitely round out the mouth, like, you know, make it look clean and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'll do that. I'll edit out if your teeth has some like lipstick on it or whatever. But that's just retouching. You know what I'm saying? I don't go further than that. I don't want to go further than that. And I think any photographer who does go further than that is, I don't know, I would, any retoucher, I should say, that goes further than that, I would just consider them like more of a editor than a retoucher, because yeah, they're just manipulating the image so it's more appealing, I guess. But I'm just enhancing. That's all I'm doing, really.